All right, I'll let you know what I know. This is a location I've never been to. This is a new operator who said that it's raining downstairs on their heads. None of the units are running. But if you look, this unit trap is completely empty. There's no water there. So surely these units have been running at some point today. Another empty trap. What in the world? Here you got a running trap. That's good. I see. So we got water running here. I like the means of plugging the hole, tape. I mean, make it work with what you got. Yeah, so I'm intrigued because none of these units have any water at all. Do these work? Like, let's figure out where exactly the leak is inside and what's going on. One of the thermostats was turned to off downstairs, so I'm guessing it was this one since our blower's not running. Don't get close to it because it could start up at any time, theoretically. Belt's nice and tight. We have to pull ammeter on the motor to see the blower's gross. It's like, realize your blower is scoops, right? It's scoops that are cupped this way, and they're designed to move air. Once they fill up like that, you're not moving air. So you can pull that. A couple screws, that whole unit comes out, gets hosed off, cleaned out, get the mold off of it, stop pumping it back into the building. But we got to open up the other side to get to the tray. It's in the hallway, which is here. So literally that's where the leak is happening down there. But if you look, the drain pan is completely empty. Like, it's not clogged. I wonder if it's broken. Here's what I love about new locations, right? It's just, look at that contactor. Look at how burnt it is. Both sides, top and bottom of the left pole. It's arcing when it goes, which means it's going to be a failure point. Now let's see what that is. Boo. It's going to be a compressor. Yep. So there's your condensing unit. So that's going to fail, and then you're not going to have cooling, and then you're going to have an emergency service call because you got no AC. When also you can look at those wires, man. Look at those wires on the south side. Look how discolored they are. I am going to get this unit running because I want to see why it's not making water, but after I have it running, I'm going to put the thermal on there and just show you what's obvious to see. Melting up wires. Not this unit. That is this unit. Okay, I'll get my bearings here eventually. So the leak is coming from right here. You can see water on the floor. Let me turn the light on. It's not an HVAC leak. It's a plumbing leak. Tempering valve. Yep. See if it's leaking from the union. Somewhere above and dripping down to the union. No, this is dry. Alright, well let's see if we can tighten this union up. I thought this was gonna be a thing. Look. Bro, it ain't even, I don't even have a backup wrench on it yet. All right, so with one wrench here is my support, another one there, I've got it torqued down. Let's move this and see. We got some paper towels here. Take a dry piece of towel. I like to use toilet paper because it's even more evident, but no more. There's a tiny little spot there, right? So is that from something leftover? Is that from something new? Want to be sure. I think it's something new. I think it's still leaking ever so slow. See if I can get a little more on it. Right. Toilet paper. Right? Toilet paper is not forgiving at all. If you have any moisture, I'm gonna get this nice and clean, make sure with this we're good. Then I'm gonna get a fresh piece. All right, I've been holding this on here for a hot minute and just holding it, making sure if there's anything there, I'd get it. There's nothing. No more leaking. Still want to go upstairs and look at the AC units, but that's that. The thermostat's locked out downstairs. So, I jumped Y1, and what's crazy is that should bring on G as well, but it did not. So for my own purposes right now, never do this, right? I'm holding in the contactor with that to run my blower because I want the system running. We'll see if the, so we've been running for just a few minutes. I'm gonna create some shade right where I need it. And let's just take a look at this. That wire right there is burning 116 degrees, while all the other wires are less than 100. So it looks like they didn't get all of it under the lug. Yeah, just look. That wire's gonna melt, man. Everything else is looking okay. Those are just relays that you're gonna see in the board. That's normal. But definitely that is not okay. And we saw that with our bare eye just from the wire and the burnt up contactor. So I'm gonna check the other unit. My mentor told me once, show me a walk-in cooler with a defrost clock in it, and you'll find somebody who doesn't know how to dial in the refrigeration system. The air system defrost should be enough for a walk-in cooler. You shouldn't have to revert to defrost clocks. That contactor looks good. Before I even open this one, I'm guessing it's not going to, based on the burn dust on the side. Yeah, correct. These points are all burnt up in there. Pitted, black. Hard to see in the sun, promise. Replace it before it makes you. That's not a shadow, that's burn. Okay. Yeah, so there's your first stage and second stage, and it doesn't surprise me to see the contactors all burning up. These things get used like crazy. I didn't see a wiring problem, other than you can see two of the legs are hotter than the third. The reason this unit's dry as a bone is that kitchen unit's set for 70, and this beast gets it done. So it stays 70 in there, and this is in the hallway. The return's right there. So it never runs, which is why it's dry. Cycle them on, Now we're getting some water. All right, this unit, contactor looks good. See how we got no charring, no discoloration of the wires. It's closed, so I can't see the actual contacts themselves, but the fact that we have no arcing and charring, we're good. Although this is funny, I'm not going to change it because it's been here since 2011, but pretty sure this is a 3-phase unit. You ever be filming on the roof and then your camera says, your phone says it's too hot and shuts down? That's what just happened. But let us talk installation. I could be wrong. Let's see if I'm wrong. Let's see what voltage we have inbound here. Because I'm going to bet we got 208. Yup, 208. What's that transformer tapped for? 230. The wires belong here. You're not running 240 volts, you're running 208. I'm not going to change it because I just got here. Like, I'm just on the scene. So I'm not going to fix what's been wrong for 11 years. But that is wrong. Let's see. And the reason it's wrong, right? You're still okay, but you're not putting out 24 volts. You're putting out a little less because you only got 208 pushing it where you are telling it you got 230. This is a fun one. Remember I told you it's so hot. My phone shut down, the freaking heat's on. This heat is running. Why is this heat running? All right, and unit number 4, burn, look at that, burn. Maybe you can't see, look, so take a look at that, this will give you better. Take a look at that, and now take a look at that. See how you can't see the brass around it? Because it's burnt. Burning in electronics, no bueno. That one right. 208. So 2 out of 3 ain't bad. This one and that one were tapped for around the dining room, and it's weird because the Hoshizaki ice maker is doing a 1 beep error every so often, which is a slow water fill, and you can hear it filling the water slowly.